The Kaiju no Kami here at Denver Pop Culture Con 2019. I'm with authors Diane Smith and Laurel McHargue. How are you two doing?
Excellent. Great.
Having a blast. Oh my gosh, this is the best con ever.
Are you seeing numbers? Have more people come up since last year?
It's a kind of a different crowd this year. A little bit different feel, but we're having all kinds of people come by and lots of interest, and we're doing better than we did last year.
Yes, much better. We're in a great place where people mill. So this is the photo shoot area. People come here to take their pictures. So we have a great influx of people.
For you, have you had any new books released?
Yes, actually, I am very happy to announce that I completed my Water White trilogy with Water White Breathe, my third book. And also, I'm working with another author, an artist. Her name is Becky Jewell, and she is creating a graphic novel based on a short story that I wrote, and I can't wait for that to come out. It's coming out soon, and I will have a short story collection out by Christmas time this year.
My two new books won't be available till this fall. I have the second version to this. This book we're dealing with energy vampires. And I have a background, I'm a Reiki master, and I have a great sense of humor. And so I twisted those things into this story. Next story, she's going to be dealing with narcissists. So if anyone's ever dealt with one of those. And then I also have a book of short stories, little twisted humor, more for adults, not young adults. But I'll hope to be at Mile High Con. No, I didn't go last year, but Laurel did.
I went last year and again had a lot of fun. People were really interested in literature and had a great turnout.
For those but have been.
It's a pretty big difference. It's a really smaller, more intimate venue. You're in a hotel and all the authors are, pretty close. It's not enormous. You don't run out of breath trying to get from one booth to the next. So that's nice, and it's really focused specifically on books.
Panels this year?
Yes. Actually, Diane is here because she had to be here
for all her panels. So my job is to sell these books. So come buy these books. Laurel's been doing lots of panels.
So I did a couple panels yesterday, a couple panels on Friday, and I have 3 more today. And that'll close it out. And the panelists have been so generous and encouraging and humorous, and the audiences have loved them, and it's really been a pleasure moderating the panels. Questions that stuck in my mind. Well, let's see. I'm looking forward actually to my panel, The End, which is at 1 o'clock today, to see how artists and authors end their stories, end their chapters. Horrible endings, wonderful endings, memorable endings. I'm looking forward to that.
End of your trilogy. Is it a good ending? Is it conclusive, or does it leave it more so you could do more if you wanted to?
Well, one of my sisters said that I could do more if I wanted to, but it's conclusive. It's the way I saw it ending. I didn't see a follow-on to any of the characters, and I love the ending. I knew how the trilogy was going to end when I began it, and it was just a matter of getting there, and I'm really happy with it. So that's it for Water White. There might be more trilogies in the future, more series in the future, but I also really love doing, some unusual, like more adult fairy tale kinds of things, and again, I'm focusing on some short stories this year, and they all tend to go dark. I'm not sure why, but that's just where my brain goes, I guess.
Hard humor, just how life is.
It works, so that's a good thing. And if people come by today and they buy any of our books, they'll get a couple of free books too. They can go to Amazon, and we're all on Kindle, and Water White Book 1 is also on Audible. I also plan to narrate all 3 of my books sometime in the next couple years. Yes.
And on her podcast, Alligator Preserves.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I do have a podcast called Alligator Preserves, and it's a storytelling podcast. And I share some of my own stories and other people's stories, and I interview other people. And Michael Kilman, I recently read one of his short stories, narrated that for him. So having fun with that.
approached Patrick Warburton yesterday in his panel. Someone asked him, if you could, would you want to do an audio book? And he's like, an audio book? But books are so long and have so many words. So you should approach him for that.
I will. Thank you. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, just be like, hey, I heard you don't like audio books because they're long. And just what he says.
Words.
It depends on your commute. That's how long you need your book.
Can find you at?
I'm on Facebook, Leadville Laurel. I'm on Twitter at Leadville Laurel. LinkedIn, Laurel McHargue. I've got my website, leadvillelaurel.com. Just type in Laurel McHargue and you'll find me all over the place. And
mine is Energy's Magic, the series name. I have my website. I have Facebook, Twitter. I've been all over Instagram this weekend. So yeah, I'm out there. Thank you, sir.
And next year.
until next